There is a lot of bikes to choose from, but when the going gets tough, you want to make sure you have the right tool that fits you the best. This time around, this Mountain Life ended up getting a Beta 300RR, which is quite different versus the cross trainer he normally has. He has a much thorough review, so be sure to check him out and bug him with some questions.
I'm trying to pick up some speed, but there's so many sharp turns.
No doubt about it, the Beta 300RR is a very unique machine with fine Italian craftsmanship that can fit many riders' profiles that is looking for an advantage. Now, this will not be a comparison versus the KTM 300 2-stroke or the cross trainer. Perhaps I will do that video another day with this Mountain Life. But more of my reports on what I felt. Now keep in mind I am 6'1", weigh 230 pounds, and do ride above 7,000 feet elevation in Colorado.
Beta 300RR, and this was the TE250i, and of course this Mountain Life sticker. Oh, you got a little mud on it. You gotta keep it clean. So we're on 770 right over here. So we're gonna be testing these two different bikes. So that's a 250, this was a 300. Ah, you don't got a mirror. You don't got a mirror. Definitely a lower seat height than the TE250i. It's definitely right off the back, it's already buzzier. It's definitely a second gear kind of bike. So, all right. So I already know this thing has a lot more grunt.
And to be honest, this is where the 300RR shines. Now I consider myself a basic trail rider with some mild enduro runs in the mix. So my review and feelings will reflect on just basic trail rides around our high elevation state.
This part is really narrow.
Of course, with that, we do have some nasty terrain in the mix as well. After all, it is Colorado, so our trails here always have some kind of climb with loose rocks in the mix.
So one of the main things I just noticed really is just buzzy it is. Just like a normal two-stroke. As term as weight goes, I think this one might feel about the same. You forgot your GoPro? So I guess between the two, I'm gonna say the TE250i is definitely a lot more smoother. This one just has a lot more low end grunt. The 250 kind of have to be on the res.
And the best way I can describe the Beta 300RR, the Beta's strength is in very ugly conditions. That could be very slow moving tight trails with trees in the way.
Like right here. Fuck.
Slow climbs on loose rocky trails, or slow hard enduro technical trails. The best part about this low end grunt machine is just keep the throttle slightly opened and it will constantly reward you by moving forward without stopping. Unlike a 250 TPI, our reward is like a traditional two-stroke in the revs. The more you move, the more the power delivers. Yes, the TE250i or the KTM 250i does have low-end power to use, but the 300RR utilizes it more. The Beta 300RR has plenty of usable power down low, where you can just lug it around second or third gear on the tighter stuff.
I kind of wanted to talk about the Beta 300RR, which is in front of me. On this kind of stuff right here, like this really flowy stuff, easy. It's not hard. The only hard part about this thing is just the whoops like this. The TE250 250i on this stuff because you get to ride on the revs and it's super fun, especially like on the climbs. On the climbs, man, this thing you can leave it on the revs. So the fun fact, I feel like the fun factor is much higher. But the beta 300RR, you got so much low end grunt. You can leave it on third and fourth. Like on this trail, we're going downhill right now, but if it was all the way, if it was the opposite, climbing up, oh dude, this thing, the 250i will be like my preferred bike. The beta shines on like the single tracks, the double track, I mean the technical stuff. And I'm not gonna make this video now, it might be a different video. But the KTM 300 is actually quite different than the beta 300RR too. Think of it more of a hit on a KTM 300. So we did a single track earlier too. A lot of the times on this bike, I had to be on freaking first gear or clutch a lot on second gear. Beta 300RR, just give it a little throttle and that's it, you know? It just goes. It was not gonna flame out. It'll keep chugging. This one, the chug kind of runs out, you know? So this might be a uphill climb. Let's see how this goes. I'm not sure. All right. So this is where this bike shines. On stuff like this. Because you can really be on the revs. I just messed up, kind of. The beta 300 would have been good on that stuff.
While the 250i will require a lot more clutching if you end up coming across something unexpected, such as a hill or an obstacle if you don't shift it back in first in time. The beta 300RR is not a top-end power-making machine in my opinion.
Man, I really like this because it just chugs all day, man. Let's see how it does on third. On third gear, it definitely kicks good too. Plenty of run on third gear too. It's weird because I'm the third gear kind of like the second gear on the T250i. So right now it's on third gear. Definitely has a lot of run. Can't do that with my T250i. And this is all on an elevation climb.
There is power in the top end, but I don't consider it a high revving machine. Although it does have a good mid-range and top range versus the cross trainer. It still rewards you in the revs, but not like a 250i, whereas the 300RR rewards you on slow technical stuff. Moreover, the beta 300RR is in its environment in tight technical trails. Anyhow, be sure to subscribe if you guys like my content, and if you guys do, definitely hit that bell button. I also left some links in the description below so you guys can check out some of the gears I recommend, and I'll catch you guys on my next video.